Today I'm going to tell you about complex sentences. What is a complex sentence? Clauses. Clauses are things that can either stand alone or not alone. Clauses are parts in a complex sentence that help form a complex sentence. Independent clauses. Independent clauses cannot stand alone. They have to be linked with a dependent clause in order to make a sense. If you link a dependent clause with an independent clause, you can form a complex sentence. Dependent clauses. Dependent clauses can stand alone. They can be able to stand alone as its own sentence, or be linked together with an independent clause in order to form a complex sentence. If the dependent clause is placed in front of a complex sentence, it doesn't need a comma. If it is in the back of a complex sentence, it needs a comma. Examples. I burn dinner, but not the cake. If you want to speak to me, learn English. Metal robots are cool and look tough. I want to blow some money, but not mine. A way to remember. A way to remember independent and dependent clauses is that independent clauses are like us. They can stand alone, like us. We have our parents to depend on. They can't stand alone like us. We have our parents to depend on. Dependent clauses are like our parents. They don't need somebody to look after them. In order to form a complex sentence, it has one independent clause and one dependent clause. The clauses are linked together and sometimes has a comma, and the clauses are like us and our parents. Complex sentences have one independent clause and one dependent clause linked together in the middle. It can sometimes have a comma, but it doesn't always have to. Here are some examples of sentences with commas. Because my coffee was too cold, I heated it in the microwave. Though he was very rich, he was still very unhappy. When the cost goes up, customers buy less clothing. Here are some examples of complex sentences without commas. I'll put the book down and sleep when I can no longer keep my eyes open. I need to go shopping because there's nothing to eat in the house. Thanks.